Oh, hello everybody. It's Doc Horowitz checking in with you. Just finished taking my second emotional intelligence quotient assessment. And isn't this where we pretty much started our course? Each of us taking our assessments and determining our proficiency in those 4 phases of emotional intelligence, the secrets of how to improve our interpersonal communication and relationships, those being self-awareness, self-management, social awareness, and relationship management. You may recall my scores were nothing to write home about, and like you, I set about this journey with some trepidation. But in a sense, I'm very happy to report that my challenge having been both in self-management and relationship management in particular, that there was a significant improvement. I'm particularly pleased about the improvement or increase in my ability to manage my relationships in a better way, in a more effective way, in a more satisfying way. I saw from many of you in your comments throughout our course that many, if not all of you, also improved in some key areas. And there's no question that this was due to your courage and willingness to look at issues, look at behaviors, look at triggers of emotional events, how you handled them, and then consciously making that attempt, awkward as it might have been, to practice improving in any of those areas you identified. Remembering that this is not a journey, but a process. It's not a single event designed as a course assignment. We'll all have to continue to pursue additional strategies and hopefully find this courage to continue to find the fortitude, if you will, in many cases, to be uncomfortable while we change, to engage more in perhaps self-disclosure, which is always a bit scary, but critical. And you've heard me in my comments call that the only game in town. If you truly want to engage another individual, have them know the real you, and have you be comfortable in revealing who that is. And a lot of this was predicated on that approach called cultural proficiency, if you will, the idea of seeking first to understand before seeking to be understood, which is the source of many of our difficulties in interpersonal communication. We're either so eager to tell our story or make our point, we'll do it at the expense of listening carefully to others, because our point should take center stage, perhaps. However, through practice, particularly a skill called active listening, you've learned, sometimes humorously, always in a caring way, I hope, that there are ways to engage others, to listen carefully, to let them know that you are listening and not necessarily agreeing, but you are engaging in what is perhaps the most genuine of your relationships by doing so. Even when it's bad news, and life is full of it. There's just no question about it. There's no getting around it. I guess this is also the time to do something that's particularly difficult for me to do as I'm watching the sunset on a beautiful day. And that is having to say goodbye to each of you. Some of whom I've not yet as met, others I have, and hope our experience together was engaging, and as I said, humorous, but always caring about one another, and wishing only the best that this life has to offer you, your family, your loved ones. So here's hoping that our paths cross again, our lives add joy and understanding to others, and our common bond of communication continues for a lifetime. Thank you so much. And best of all, good luck in your future.